This is Talk Local to Me from the Central Virginia Business Coalition. Streaming live each week on Media Squatch Plus and available on demand in the app or wherever you get your podcasts. Local stories, local business, local impact.
Welcome back, everybody, to Talk Local to Me. How are you doing today?
Doing great.
Great. Well, I'm Heather Alto with the Central Virginia Business Coalition.
And I'm Mike Norfield with Visiting Angels of Lynchburg, America's Choice in Home Care.
And I need to turn my cell phone off because apparently
$5 fine.
Yeah, it's never on. So it's actually just surprised me that I turned it on today. So let me turn that off before everyone hears all my beeps and bloops notifications and stuff like that. So anyway, but yeah, thank you guys for tuning in with us today. Talk Local. We've got two guests coming on the show. We are going to be talking with Jeremiah Foster with Shipley's Donuts because
they're delicious
donuts. And we also will be joined hopefully by Blake Bryant with Puzzled. He's having a little bit of car trouble, so we're hoping he gets here before the end of the show. But
right.
We're excited to talk to him about upcoming things that they've got going on with their organization and even some collaboration. We'll be chatting about that in just a little bit. But first, we've got lots of things going on.
We do. There's an event tomorrow.
There's an event every day. No, I'm just kidding. I feel like it's every day. But yeah, we do have an event tomorrow. Our Lead On Summit is happening tomorrow, taking place at the Craddock and Terry. We are really excited. Lots of great speakers. It's going to be a full day of fun, learning, education, games, food, you name it. It's going to be there. So we're excited for that. We have our coffee talk this Friday at Chick-fil-A's corporate office. So don't go just running up to a Chick-fil-A thinking we're going to network.
I mean, you can go first and get a biscuit, but like they're going to have chicken minis there.
You could, yes.
And fruit and unsweet tea.
They're going to have chicken. Did you make sure they were having unsweet tea?
So Afton make sure that there's unsweet tea because a year ago I said, like, there's no sugar-free option. Like, you guys have great unsweet tea. Where is it? So I'll be drinking a gallon of that tomorrow.
Oh, okay. But yeah. So we'll be there. It's 104 Candlewood Court. So you can come and network with us there. And I like to mention it's from 8 to 10 a.m. It is rolling. You don't have to feel like you have to be there all 2 hours. You can show up at 9. You can show up at 9:20. Show up at 8:15. Whatever works for your schedule. And you don't have to be a business that is a member of the CVABC. I think a lot of people think, I can only come if I'm a member. That is not true.
I'm actually bringing a guest tomorrow.
Oh, good. We want you to do that. We want people to come who aren't members. And so they get to know our members and they get to know us and they get to find out what an awesome community of people we are. And what better place to do that than to have chicken minis at Chick-fil-A with Chick-fil-A and and network. I'm going to just put this out there though, this public service announcement. If you're around me, you better eat the chicken and the mini, like the whole thing, the biscuit and the chicken. It annoys me.
I'm just going to walk up and hand you the little roll thing.
When I walk over there and I see a tray of just bread, the fire flies through me, man. Just take the bread with you. You don't have to eat it. Throw it away. Something. Just don't leave them just laying there. They look sad. It's like little sad bread.
They do.
Unwanted, discarded
chicken
yeast rolls. Bread. And anyway, it just makes me sad. But anyway, so we're excited for that. Home and Garden Show, Health and Wellness Fair. So it's our Home and Health Expo.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, see,
I like the name.
I can collaborate.
Yeah.
My own stuff. So April the 11th, we have our health fair and home show going on at East Glass High School. This is going to be a big event, guys. If you're in the community and I constantly see, so the past couple of days, I have been seeing so many people posting, like, I need someone to come talk to me about a roof. I need someone to come talk to me about my deck. Yeah. I need to get somebody to come and cut my grass. It's all these things.
Everybody starts thinking about that.
Yeah. So on every one of those posts, I've been putting, come see us at the home show. Come see us at the home show. Come see us at the home show. Because we're going to have those people there. We're going to have roofers and plumbers and landscapers.
Oh my.
And we have Toots Nursery is going to be there with plants. We're going to have, if you're looking to finance things, we have a bank, we have Blue Eagle Credit Union is going to be there. We have mortgage lenders. We have house washers. We have
I'm sure we've got a real estate agent in there somewhere too.
Real estate agent in there somewhere too. So we have a little bit of everything. on the home show side. And we also have on the, we have on the healthcare side, we have Visiting Angels. We have hospice, Gentle Shepherd Hospice. We have Johnson's Health Center. We have Empower and Flourish. We have some counseling. We have chiropractic. So it's going to be a big day to come and just get a lot of information from lots of different sources, like
Everything
all in one place. Yeah.
From inside to out.
Yep. And if you've been cleaning out, doing some spring cleaning, and you have stuff you need to shred,
there's going to be First Choice Shredding.
Yep.
Great people.
Yep. First Choice Shredding will be there with free shredding. It's a free shred event.
Hey.
We're not charging the community. Come and bring their stuff. Now, I did talk to them. They do suggest that you bring it stuff in like totes or boxes, or you can bring them in like trash bags. And they can do, like, if it's stapled and paper clipped, they can shred that, but not like binder clips. Make sure you don't have any of the binder clips with your stuff. But yeah, they'll be there from 11 to 1. We also have the Cousins Maine Lobster food truck will be there with food, and El Cabritos will be there with food.
Tacos and lobster, you really can't go wrong.
They're my two. That's like two of my favorite things.
I know, right?
So vendor, if you're out there and you want to be a vendor at this event, please let us know. Registration is still open. But really, we just want the community to come out. We want you to come out and support and get some information. And we're really excited to be bringing this event. We want to keep growing it and making it bigger each year. So we need the community to come out and support it so that we can continue to do that. So put it on your calendar for April the 11th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Easy Glass High School in Lynchburg. And then our Empower Women's event will be taking place April 30th. So ladies, you're going to want to get more information about that. And I'm not going to go too much into detail with it. But you need to follow our Empower Facebook page because we're going to start posting our speakers. And yeah, and tickets are open for that too. And then last but certainly not least, the CVABC Open, our Putt tournament. We're going to push information out about that taking place on May 5th. And that's a lot of things. And that doesn't even count all the other networking stuff that goes along in between all those things. So there's a lot of stuff going on. If you come to me and say the CVABC is not doing anything or there's nothing to do, I ain't got none for you. I mean, I don't know what to tell you because I'm tired. I'm just tired talking about all of it, to be honest. But we're constantly trying to find things to help push business to the community and business to business and all the things. So we do still have our March Mania membership drive going. So if you're not a member, you should be.
And this week you can win potential. You could be in the drawing if you sign up to win a Living in the Heart of Virginia segment, which is
correct.
A great value.
That is a great value.
They're
very exciting.
They're not cheap.
No, they're not.
That's a great thing to give away.
Yeah, it's very, very, very exciting. Very exciting news. So, anything else? Anything going on in the world of Visiting Angels that we need to
have this
talk
health
about?
show thing that we're going to April 11th.
I heard it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, no, not really. Just kind of trucking on along.
Okay. Aren't you? Are you still hiring? Are you still looking for?
We are. We're still hiring.
Okay.
We potentially may have an office position still available. We are currently doing interviews for that. And if you're a CNA or PCA, then we could always use your help. So we are constantly growing. So we had the phone ring quite a few times this morning for new clients. So
that's good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But yeah, we're looking to add an afternoon person in our office so that I'm not alone until 5 because if they leave me unsupervised, I mess everything up. Plants die. It's terrible.
Plants die. I just started a garden, so we'll see how that goes.
Oh, yeah.
It probably won't go well.
Yeah.
My strawberry plant's already looking at me kind of witheringly.
Right.
No, I'm just kidding.
If you forgot to water me, it's not raining.
Right. All right. Well, I'm hungry because it's lunchtime.
I know. And what we're talking about today is just like, it's a delicious topic.
I love donuts. But we're also, I forgot how to pronounce it. Kolaches? Did I say it right? Kolaches. Awesome. Okay. So
we're going to have to go get one of those and try it because they're good. They're unique.
Well, we're joined today. Yeah. We're joined by Jeremiah Foster with Shipley's Donuts. So welcome.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Yeah, it's good to have you. And I'm really excited to talk with Jeremiah today. So Shipley's is a new member of the CVABC and probably the most delicious member we have right now.
I'm a big fan.
New member. If you watched our Tea Time episode that dropped this past week. We were highlighting Shipley's on that with a collab that they've got coming up with Puzzled. So hopefully when Blake gets here, we'll chat a little bit about that. But if Blake doesn't show up because his tire, we'll just talk about it anyway in just a little bit. But I wanted to just really, though, start, find out more about Shipley's because it's new to our area. So tell us a little bit about Shipley's Donuts.
Well, sure. Shipley's is a Texas-based chain. It's really big in Texas. It's actually bigger in Krispy Kreme. And the owner went to college there. I believe he went to law school in Houston. And he really wanted to bring Shipley's out here. He's always wanted to start one, and he promised his wife one day that he was going to bring Shipley's to her. And sure enough, he started it.
That's an extreme way to do that.
Yeah.
Just saying. So, it's the best donut in town. So sorry, all the other donut places, but I will drive past. I literally drive past two other donut places that have matching signs to go to Shipley's quite a bit. So, in fact, we went to the Alta Vista. I went to the Alta Vista Coffee Talk 3 months ago, and there were no snacks or anything. And so the next month, I actually went and picked up a dozen donuts and brought them and was like, here,
and they were delicious.
They were really good. Yeah.
So,
and even though I just ate the top and left the bottom, just like the Chick-fil-A.
What? So first of all, why would you do that?
Just
Two, why would you tell me that?
So I told you just to irritate you. That's why I'm here.
So tell us where you guys are located at in Lynchburg.
We're located on Timberlake Road between Kroger and Lowe's.
Okay.
So right near First Watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just one parking lot over.
Yep.
It's not the same parking lot, FYI. So.
Don't you have like a red truck in the parking lot? Or did y'all used to?
They used to.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I thought so. I remember seeing it.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what Shipley's has that people can come and enjoy. I mean, of course, we've talked about the donuts, and y'all have different types of glazes. And
I've talked to Jeremy about this before, but like the filled bars are my favorite. Like,
the what?
Hands down. They have filled bars. So they're like the size of 2 cell phones almost. Right. And it's like chocolate on top, and then it has like a white cream in the middle. Oh, like I'm drooling just thinking about it. So.
Okay.
My sugar's going up just talking about it.
So we offer several different types of donuts: the iced donuts, glazed donuts, filled donuts, and they're all fresh. They're made fresh every morning. I'm the only baker, so I'm there at 2:30 in the morning, and I start baking. And I can tell you everything is made fresh with fresh ingredients.
And a lot of times when I go, if I get some glazed, like there might not be a sign that's on talking about Krispy Kreme, right? But like almost every single time the glazed donuts are still at least a little warm. Like they're so good. So they are not my go-to donut, but they always end up in the box somehow. And I always end up going for it anyway. So
yeah.
Because I usually get those for coffee for caregivers with love heals and things like that. So I'm a huge fan if you can't tell. So and the kolaches are really good too. So I tried those because Blake kept talking about them, and he was like, "You got to try them. There's nothing like it." So and there's nothing like it with I think I got just like the plain egg and cheese one. It was really good, but like a good source of protein in there if you're protein conscious in the morning. And I can't eat just carbs in a donut. Like get some egg and cheese, get a little protein in there too.
Right.
Yeah.
There's 2 different types of kolaches actually. There's the egg kolaches, which are kind of like a glorified Hot Pocket.
Right.
Okay.
And we got different different kinds like bacon and egg, sausage and egg. And then you have the hot dog style, which is kind of like it's a bold sausage. It's a spicy sausage.
Oh, I haven't tried those yet.
And so we got sausage and cheese. We got bold sausage and jalapeno and cheese, plain sausage. And then we have ham and cheese. Okay. Which isn't very popular. So it's a hit and miss with that one.
Right. Yeah. I'm not big on ham, but that spicy sausage one, like, sounds really good.
So they look really good. I haven't ever tried kolache, and now I feel like I'm going to need to. Do y'all do them just egg and cheese? Like, would y'all do them without the meat, or do they all? Are they like
just egg and cheese? Yes.
Yeah. We have. Okay. Because I was gonna say so I'm weird. Like everyone already knows that, but I'm really weird about like meat. Like if I don't know where, I don't know. I'm just weird. So I don't ever get like when I go to the grocery store. If you go in like the frozen food aisle and you just want like a quick fix, you cannot find anything that does not have sausage or bacon in it.
Right.
And it annoys the dickens out of me because...
Not the dickens.
Yes, the dickens. It annoys the dickens out of me because I like just egg and cheese, or maybe like egg and cheese with maybe some spinach thrown in, or like, you know what I mean? Like some kind of veggie. Can't find them. Can't find them. So note to anyone who makes breakfast in the frozen food aisle, make something like that because I mean, not everybody eats sausage and bacon. I mean, they don't, but they want a quick.
A lot of alpha gal folks out there.
Yeah, you want a quick fix, And yes, and for all you people out there saying, "Well, that's not healthy for you anyway," you're right. It isn't. It isn't. But sometimes you just need to be unhealthy and quick. So get out the door.
There is happy and healthy, and you can find balance with that.
Yeah, so I'm really glad.
The happy part is eating the junk. So
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you do egg and cheese because that way I can run by and grab that because you're not too far from my office to just hit down Timberlake and grab something. So that's excited. And
it's definitely worth the drive. So many a Saturday morning does my wife, I'll be like, "Do you want a donut?" She's like, "Yes."
Yeah. Yeah. And I love donuts, but the sugar sometimes, gets me. My favorite, do y'all do the donuts with like the chocolate, like their chocolate glaze? And then they have not the Boston cream, but the white icing cream.
Yep, they do.
Well,
that's my favorite.
The chocolate icing on top?
Yep.
No, we don't do those ones. We
no.
do have the Boston cream. We don't make it in our store, but there is on the menu a Boston cream one.
Did y'all have that as a special one time or something? Because I think I've gotten that one, but maybe it was the Boston cream and I just didn't realize because I was eating it too quick.
No, we do have the Boston cream, but without the chocolate on top.
Okay.
The Bavarian cream.
Yes. Okay. The Bavarian cream.
Yeah.
That's.
It's like a custard style. Yeah.
It's been a while since I've gotten like I said, donut because I can't with my sugar, I can't have donuts, but so much. But I used to always get the ones with the white icing, like almost like a. What's it remind you of? Like white icing you would just put on top of a cake almost, but like in a donut.
Like it's like a Bavarian cream, like a whipped cream type.
Yeah, I guess.
Almost like an icing.
Yeah, I guess. It's not the I thought Bavarian cream was the Boston cream kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Bavarian is.
I don't know what the other one's called, but it's good. Right, I am confused. I just like donuts with stuff in them, like strawberry donuts.
I've never had a bad donut, and their cinnamon rolls are not from Shipley. So their cinnamon rolls are really good too. So, and then for a while you were doing like the cinnamon roll bites or something, the apple fritter bites.
Apple fritter bites.
Apple fritter bites. My wife was a big fan of those. So, and your apple fritters are amazing too. So, I mean, I could talk about this all day. I'm
gonna have to come try
they are fat guys.
Strawberry iced.
And I'm the fat guy. So
wait, chocolate iced with walnuts. I'm on your website.
That's good too.
Goodness, guys.
They also have a maple one that's really good.
Cream filled. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, the cream filled ones, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I need. Okay, that's what I'm going to go get. The cream filled.
And a kolache.
And a coffee.
And we also have fill bars that are cream filled.
So. Yes, and those are my favorites. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're
bars.
big though. Like, I if I ever get one of those during the week, I eat half of it for breakfast and half of it for lunch. So that could justify I only ate half.
Yeah, they're pretty good
at a time. They're really good.
Oh, I'm looking at the filled bars now. I know. See, this is all new to me because I don't go eat donuts very much, but these look delicious. Filled bars. Oh, yeah. And you have cinnamon twists?
Yeah. Cinnamon twists, bear claws, apple fritters, cinnamon rolls, old-fashioned cinnamon rolls which have walnuts in them.
Their buttermilk donuts are amazing as well.
The cake donuts?
They have those unglazed and glazed.
Yeah. And a real popular one is the blueberry cake donut.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
And it doesn't taste like fake blueberry, right? Like the tasty cake you get in the package. Like they taste like a chemical. Theirs do not. They are fantastic. It's a fantastic blueberry donut.
Now you guys will do catering, right? Or can people just purchase large quantities of donuts for office parties?
Yeah, and the thing I love is
or breakfast.
They have an app that you can order, and when you sign up for the app, you get two free glazed donuts or something. So, and
now, hold on.
And they also have office boxes, right? So if you just want a variety, but you really don't care what they are, it's a great way to get a selection for the office or something. That's what I do for Coffee for Caregivers is I just do that. And if I don't feel like going through and picking my own.
Oh, so they pick it for you? You use a surprise box?
Preset box. And there's different ones so you can see what they are. So you can kind of pick from those what you want. And they have half dozen options, a dozen options, all that. So I could probably tell you way more about that than I really probably should. But it makes it great because if I'm you know what, everybody's been working really hard in the office. Everybody loves a good donut. Let me order some for the office tomorrow. I can order them ahead of time, walk in and say, I have an order for Mike. And they look at me like I'm crazy. And I'm like, okay, Michael, because it's in there. Because my name, I got two names. So but yeah, I think only once I had to wait 30 seconds because they were waiting on a glazed donut or something.
Seconds.
It was it is always quick when you order with the app. So it's fantastic. So, and I haven't had anybody in there that wasn't super nice when I went in. So
The
That's good to
sweetheart box.
yeah.
And it's also, so, I mean, just like by going offline, y'all's donuts and things are very affordable too. Like some places are, I'm not going to say, but some places that keep the light on are pretty expensive when it comes to, I went there once and I went through the drive-through and they told me how much the box was before. I almost like passed out from sugar shock. I didn't even eat the donut yet.
When I get it from the office,
expensive.
I don't remember if it has an option for tip on the app or not, but usually I throw something on there just because the people are always nice. I think it's like $16 or something like that for a
Yeah, that's not
the
bad.
office, and it's cheaper with the office pack because you don't get, you're taking like a pre-selection, whatever. But it's not bad.
Well, and I love the fact too, like you were talking about the owner, being from Texas or not. Is he from Texas? I'm sorry. Like
He went to school in
to school in Texas.
Yeah, he went to school he lives here in not Lynchburg, but in Lexington.
Okay.
So he lives here in Virginia. Yeah.
So so that's what I think is important too, because people think, oh, Shipley's is a franchise, and you get that all the time.
I love a good,
but it's a
franchise
local business owner that has brought this Shipley's to our area.
Yeah.
And I always like to point that out because every time somebody sees that, I will just last year when we were promoting that we had coffee talk at Chick-fil-A last year, somebody had posted about, corporate, you're supposed to support small business.
It is a small business.
And the owners of the Chick-fil-A's here are small, like they're owners
the ones
here. They're
responsible for payroll. They're the ones responsible for paying local taxes. They're the ones for saying, yes, we'll support your softball, baseball, basketball, domino team, whatever. Like you would be surprised the requests I get. Everything from theater to whatever, and it's just like Visiting Angels. So Visiting Angels is there's 600 offices just in the United States in North America, and but they're all locally owned and operated. So we are a small local business. We just have a bigger structure that helps us with advertising and structure and different things like that. Like it's kind of like a small business with a guide and a larger presence.
Yeah.
So.
Now, you mentioned that right now you're the only baker. Are y'all hiring for anyone who can bake, or are you still kind of?
Well, we're making some changes right now.
Okay.
So we might have some bakers that can move up.
Yeah.
And start baking. We're gonna see how that plays out in the next couple of weeks.
Okay. Just so you know, I'm not asking for me because I'm a horrible baker.
Right. Nobody
wants me on their team.
Yeah.
Just go let you know. I can cook, but I can't bake.
They'd have to put a warning sign on the door, so we don't want to do that.
Yeah. It's funny because my daughter and I are complete opposites. She can cook a little, but
like baking is her talent.
She's a great baker. Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is she follows instructions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't follow instructions at all. And I know baking is pretty, you have to be pretty much to it.
You cook with your heart, you bake with your head.
Yeah, well, that's good. Yeah.
Because baking is a science, because you need it in order to be the right fluffiness. Can you tell I'm married to a baker? It's got there's all sorts of things that, because I remember, so Ashley Beasley, one time I was talking to her and I was like, Sheena's trying to figure out why her cakes are coming out a little dry. Like, what could she do? She goes, you got to add fat. I won't tell you the ingredient on air that she told me to use because I don't know if I can say that. But when she told me, I was like, I'm not putting that in a cake. You'd be shocked.
Yeah.
But all you're doing is adding fat. And so,
Right.
It's you've definitely got to know your stuff.
Yeah, she was baking biscuits the other day, and because she was like, they wanted to have breakfast for dinner at our house, and I was like, I hate cooking breakfast for dinner. I'm not gonna lie. And so she was like, I'm gonna make the biscuits. I'm gonna do homemade biscuits, and she was like freezing the butter, and then she was grating the butter, and I was like, what are you doing? And she was like, this helps it. Like, it's better if you do it this way. And I'm
my sausage rolls that I make at Christmas time.
Okay.
Check your phone. I texted you the secret ingredient. So the sausage rolls that make it Christmas
to your sausage rolls?
No.
Oh,
the secret ingredient to what makes cakes moist.
I was trying to get the sausage roll right.
So they the butter has to be cold and it has to be cut really fine. And so I figured out I can run it through a shutter and then put it back in the. Yeah, isn't that crazy? And you can run it through the when you put all the dough and stuff together, the butter almost has to be frozen because you don't want it to just completely mix in. You want it to as it bakes, it melts into it, makes it light and fluffy and flaky and delicious. So,
okay, well,
yeah. So it takes a lot of skill and being able to follow instructions and there is a feel to it, but it's more science than anything. And yeah.
Now, how early is Shipley's open if you need to get in there and get your donut fixed in the morning?
5 a.m.
Oh, I thought it was 6.
Open by 5.
Gravy, that's early.
Now I got to get up earlier.
I should.
First one.
I almost feel like I want to. Well, I can't bring outside food in to lead on tomorrow. I was gonna say I ought to grab some donuts and eat them on the way in since I have to get up early.
I mean, you could get one and eat it on the way in.
I mean, I could, and I might.
You can't take it in, but if it's inside, like you've eaten it, like
Yeah,
they're not
they
going to say
can't make me
anything.
take it out. Yeah, no. But I think that would be. I want to stop by there now when I'm up early and grab a. I want to try one of the kolaches now.
Yeah.
that
I'm
I
gonna
know.
try
I
one of
can-
the ones with sausage because that sounds real. I didn't even realize they were 2 different kinds because I did not pay attention because I walk in and I just like Pepe Le Pew like floating through the air. Like you smell the sugar in the air and it's like, smells good.
Mhm.
I'm a big fan of donuts if you can't tell. So
Right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
yeah, I thought you were going to say something
No,
else.
I was. Well, I don't know what I was going to say.
Well, that's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
So, neither one of us got sleep last night apparently, and we're just
We
like,
did not. I'm
we're
not even
struggling
going to
through
kid
it
you.
today.
I went to sleep at I think I fell asleep at like a little after 11, and then I woke up at 1:30, and that was it for me.
So I'm gonna put Emma on the spot real quick because Emma decided to go on a trip last week. So we're gonna punish her this week and make her talk on air. What's your favorite kind of donut?
That was very out of left field.
It was. I mean,
like-
we've been talking about donuts all day, so like,
No, I'm kind of weird. I like cinnamon sugar or like.
Oh yeah, there's
I
really
love blueberry though. Blueberries. Side note: I used to work at the Wandering Donut in high school.
good. Oh, so
Really?
you've
I would
sampled
wake
a
up
lot
at
of donuts.
2 a.m. and
Yeah.
but blueberries probably my favorite. I need to come try those.
Yeah, they're really good. And a kolache. You gotta
Yes,
live on the edge.
Kolache.
I'll do the egg and cheese with you since I can't have red meat.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Mhm.
saying. Make some without the meat.
So we ask every guest that comes on the podcast 2 questions. One is, how long have you been part of the CVABC?
I just joined
Like,
2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not even a
Like,
month.
it hasn't been long.
No.
So welcome.
We've already drug them in here on the
So-
podcast.
and
We're
I
like,
know
get
you-
in here. Let's talk about donuts.
You've been to a couple things, I think.
Yes.
So what do you think is the greatest benefit of being part of the Central Virginia Business Coalition?
So far, what I've seen and felt is the marketing, being able to get to know other businesses, get to talk to them, find out how you can help each other. And I think that's the best part is the meetings and, just getting to know people.
And the ability to collaborate, right?
Right,
Because if Blake makes it in today, if not, we'll talk about
He's on his way. He
Okay.
messaged me. I think
Great.
he's here actually.
But there's like a collaboration that y'all are doing that we'll talk about in a little bit. But being able to do that and be able to promote both organizations is
Right.
like, it's a win-win, right?
Right.
So, and I think it's, and you gave us some samples for Tea Time that we recorded that's
Yes.
coming out this week.
It's already out.
It's already out.
It dropped Tuesday.
Oh yeah, because Jennifer was on it. I was like, I didn't remember seeing Blake on that shortcut. So
Yep, it dropped
Um,
Tuesday.
yeah, but that collaboration I think is going to be a great thing and big supporter of Puzzled. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so we're
Awesome.
gonna take a real quick commercial. Tell us where you are one more time, just in case people missed it.
Yes.
We're on Timberlake. It's 8004 Timberlake between Kroger and Lowe's.
Right, and it's across the street from.
First Watch.
It's right next to First Watch. So
Yes.
if you know where that is in the West Edge complex, there, it's right there. So you cannot get through it through the traffic circle. Just FYI, you got to turn before that.
Oh, good to know.
So yep.
I would have gone through the traffic.
Yep, I did the first time and may have just walked over because the parking lot was full because it was right when they opened. So
Okay.
I'll say this too, when they first opened, the line was at the door every day I went. And every day I went, it took less than 5 minutes to get in and out. Like they've got their stuff down and they are quick. So, and the donuts are fresh and delicious. So
Awesome.
if you don't have 3,000 people at your door tomorrow morning when you open at 5 a.m., it's my fault that I didn't talk about it enough. So
Right.
yeah. So we're going to take a quick commercial break and hear from some of our sponsors, including one of my favorites. And after that, we'll be back to talk to Blake from Puzzled.
Today's podcast is brought to you by Omega Disaster Restoration, located in Campbell County, Virginia. Omega specializes in water, fire, and smoke damage restoration, as well as mold remediation. Their region includes Central and Southwest Virginia, which spans a vast service area from Blacksburg to Charlottesville and Stanton to Danville.
In addition to disaster restoration and full service reconstruction and remodeling, Omega is proud to offer custom all-wood cabinets through their Hanover Woodworking Studio, custom countertops via their Top Solution Studio, and dumpster services through Old Dominion Dumpsters, all part of the Omega family of brands. A beautiful showroom is currently under construction at their Exchange Drive location and will be soon open to the public. showcasing their diverse offering.
Customers can call 434-616-4659 for emergency assistance with water, fire, smoke damage, or mold remediation needs. Omega provides 24/7 emergency response, ensuring that help is always available. Locally owned and not a franchise, Omega is your first and last call in any emergency, restoring your home or business from beginning to end. For more information about Omega Disaster Restoration and their comprehensive services, please visit omegadisasterrestoration.com/VA/Lynchburg.
Visiting Angels, America's Choice in Home Care, is now serving Lynchburg and the surrounding counties from their new location at 2201 Linghorn Road, providing our community with personal care services, including assistance with bathing, dressing, meal preparation, grocery shopping, light housekeeping, and much more. Our trained staff have to pass all of our requirements for a high standard of care, ensuring that you have a compassionate, kind, and qualified caregiver. Our office team works with you as a partner in providing care for you or your family member to make the task of starting and continuing care an easier process. At Visiting Angels, we understand that every individual is different. That's why our team of dedicated caregivers is committed to providing tailored assistance to make you happier and healthier at home. Call 434-439-4698 to learn more about our services and schedule a free in-home, no-obligation consultation. Trust Visiting Angels in Lynchburg to bring peace of mind to you and your loved ones.
Visiting Angels, America's Choice in Home Care.
In case you couldn't tell, that's Mike's favorite sponsor
favorite.
that we
My
have.
favorite. I don't know who
on the podcast.
that guy is on the commercial, but he sounds like he's really tall and
Did you say tall?
really tall and has a full head of hair. So he sounds like that. Like I can't help it. So
I can't even talk like that.
So I mean, Jeremiah? Don't you think he sounds tall?
I didn't hear the voice.
You didn't hear?
No.
You could have just lied, Jeremiah.
I appreciate that he did not.
Right?
I appreciate it.
I think he sounds short and bald.
Could be.
Oh man.
Could be.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Well, that's great. That is great. Well, welcome back everyone to Talk Local to Me, where we just pick on our hosts.
That's right.
This is a lot of fun. But we are joined the second half. You've heard him on here before, and we've got him back. Blake Bryant with Puzzled Foundation. How are you?
Great. How y'all doing today? Thanks for having us again.
Good.
Happy to have you back.
Good. I'm glad you could make it. I know we wanted to chat with you, right here at the end of March going into April, because April is Autism Awareness Month. And if anyone who knows you and Puzzled and what you guys stand for, it's, to help people with autism. So tell us a little bit more about Puzzled for anyone who may not have heard you on the, prior shows and, just kind of tell us a little bit about what you guys do.
So we're a nonprofit foundation that does events to help children and adults on the autism spectrum, and we help in lots of different ways. Some ways we give money to other charities that do the same thing we do, and some of the things, like one new thing we did this year, we bought 400 pairs of noise canceling headphones, and we're going to give them out at different events to help children that the parents might have forgot the headphones and they need them to stay at the event so they're not overstimulated. So we're just going to give them away for free. And, that's what, in a nutshell, kind of what we do, just help children and adults with autism any way we can.
And you've been doing this now for a long time, right?
15 years.
Yeah.
We've been doing this. In this last year, we became a full 501(c) nonprofit. Before, we were under other people. And now we just trying to build it and make it bigger. So we went on our own, and it's been a struggle because I wasn't used to boards and all that kind of stuff. So it was hard, and I'm not going to lie to anybody about it. It was super hard, and we had to make a lot of sacrifices, but it's going to be worth it in the end because we can help more children.
It is, and there is no one that works harder in the nonprofit field than Blake. Like I get tired just hearing his schedule, right? Because I'll run into him somewhere. Ran into him at like the Suicide Walk, and I'm like, "Hey, how are you?" He's like, "Good." He goes, "I got 6 other events today. I just came by to say hi, make sure they had everything they needed," because Puzzle does support a lot of other nonprofits like the Suicide Walk. He lets them use their tables and things like that. Yep. And like I can tell you that walk would be a lot harder to organize because very familiar with the people who run it. Like it would be a lot harder for them to organize if he wasn't able to help them in that way. And I think it's a fantastic thing that you are so selfish with your time and the things that you've what did I say?
Selfish.
Selfless. Yes. Sorry.
You
are
selfish
not
guy
selfish.
over there.
You are not selfish with your things. You want to see everybody else succeed. And you were telling me that day, like you had like 6 other events to go to or something like that. So he is always on the go.
He is.
And that's lots of days it's like that, but it to me, it's worth it. You know, I can't help every child, but if I can help another charity help children, then I'm going to do that. You know, and just Suicide Walk is one of the many things that we are involved with. You know, when sometimes it's just letting people use our stuff, and like the Suicide Walk, it saves them like $900.
Yeah.
Because over the years, Puzzle has bought stuff, and then we let other people use it, no charge ever, you know, for the nonprofits. If I can help, I'm going to come help. And sometimes I spread myself very thin, but at the end of the day, I was led to do this. So it warms my heart to do it. We never have made any money from doing it. I mean, we give a lot of money away, but we don't make anything because everybody's volunteer and we're doing it from the heart, and we were all led to do this.
Right. And it's great because you touch so many different people in so many different areas. And let's talk about the car show just real quick, because I know that's not our focus today, but like the car show, you have cars come from all over the place. It's one of the biggest car shows in Virginia.
Yeah, it's one of the bigger car shows in Virginia. You know, last year we had close to 500 cars and raised $52,000, you know, just from a one-day car show.
Right.
And we give all that away, you know. And it's a lot of work, but it's worth it at the end of the day. And we do so much stuff that's not cars, you know, like the carnival. It's free.
Yeah.
Right? And we charge nothing, you know, because that's how it should be. You know, there's lots of ways to make money, but you shouldn't do it off of families.
Right. And I love how they do it, because they, every kid gets a prize. Right. And because I helped 2 years, not last year, but the year before, I helped with the carnival. Didn't really know what I was signing up for when I got there. It was a lot of people. Like, I did not realize how many people would be there. But it was a great experience. And if you want an organization to just volunteer with, even if it's just once a year, that's a great event to help with. It's a lot of fun. So, and it's a lot of cool cars.
Yeah, it is really fun. My daughter loves going to that. I think this past year was the first year we've missed. In like the last 3, we weren't able to go this year, but she dresses up and does the she's done the costume contest. We've taken my grandbaby, you know, she's done like the trunk or treating with the cars, and I keep saying I want to see my son-in-law do the Yoo-hoo drinking contest, because he can put down a Yoo-hoo like seconds, like crazy. You should see this. It's awesome.
And you can't forget about the Shipley donut eating contest.
Right.
I mean, because that's so much fun.
I think I could be a contender in that. I'm just saying, because
I think you should. I think we should sign you up this year.
Last year they laughed at me because they said, Blake, do it. And I'm like, I don't have time. I can't do it. So I walked up there like I was going to do it, got in the box, ate one donut and walked off, and everybody just died laughing. But it's fun. It's about the family, and that stuff is free. Everything that they were just talking about is absolutely free. It costs you literally nothing.
Yeah.
And I know y'all are moving the date this year. You're pushing it back a weekend, right?
Yeah. You know, there were so many events that we were conflicting with, and, you know, it doesn't really make a lot of difference for us where we're at. So I just didn't want to conflict with local events. I know for you, Heather, you have a bunch of events that day, and I really take that into consideration because there's lots of people that help us and support us. So it was really a choice for us to move to help us, you know, and help all the people around us. Because I hate it when people say, hey, I wanted to come, but I can't because I got this event and this event. And I have to make that choice a lot of times, just like Heather does. You know, there's 10 events going on, and there's only one of either one of us. So we can only go to so many things.
Yeah.
You know, and I hate it when I have to tell somebody, no, I'm already committed here, here, and here. It's tough.
Yeah.
It is.
You know,
it is.
so
yeah, I think I went to 3 events that day.
Yeah.
And we were late to one because we hung out at the car show a little too long because we were having so much fun. But so let's talk about the collaboration for April, April being Autism Awareness Month. And so we recorded a tea time thing that went out this week. And Jeremiah was kind enough to make us some sample donuts. Really cool. Tell us about those donuts.
Well, so, you know, Jeremiah and I work together on a lot of things. You know, one of our partners recommended them, hey, you need to talk to Jeremiah and the people at Shipley's. And I always talk to everybody. So I went and talked to him, and, you know, we started off not saying, hey, what can y'all do for Puzzle? We started off by saying, hey, how can we help you be better? Because to me, that's super important. You know, if you're in a partnership, it shouldn't be hey, give me this check and you run. It
Right.
should be people working together as one, and I always go first by saying, hey, how can I help you be better? And we just became friends after that.
Right.
And then he came up with the idea of doing the puzzle piece donuts.
Yeah, because I didn't even know you could do that. I didn't know you could cut out. I mean, I'm obviously it makes sense in my head, but like I never really thought about like different shaped donuts, and so I really didn't know what I was expecting when I picked them up for the tea time episode, and I purposely did not open the boxes until I got here because I was like, they won't all make it, and yeah, and they were super cute. So the little puzzle pieces, and they were different colors, and had sprinkles. I think they had sprinkles.
Yeah.
You can get them with sprinkles, without sprinkles, but just to kind of show y'all about collaboration, Jeremiah and I didn't come up with this. Actually, Love Heals came up with, hey, let's make a custom donut. So Jeremiah's like, hey, let's 3D print and make some puzzle piece ones. So sometimes nonprofits work together and don't even realize it.
Right.
We should all be giving each other ideas to make each other better, not to compete against everybody. We're all going after the same money, but there's enough money for everybody.
Right.
And like I said before, I can only help so many kids. So if I can help another nonprofit help children, I'm gonna do it. And sometimes I stretch myself thin, but it's okay because
Sometimes.
it all works out in the end.
Just sometimes, Blake.
Yeah,
Just
a lot of times.
Yeah.
So-
Well, I think that's important, though, to mention that, there are a lot of nonprofits in our area. I mean, more than anyone could probably even think of, in the Lynchburg area. But there are, I think every nonprofit in its own way does something unique and different, but there are overlaps where they can support each other and help fill the gaps and bring resources to the community.
Right.
That maybe another can't. So it is like you said, important for people to work together and businesses to, collaborate and
especially
do
in a
that.
way where like, all right, so let's talk about creative ideas for collaboration and things like that. Like, them talking about the donut shapes and Love Heal saying like, hey, we want to do a special shaped donut. And I'm like, hey, we could do that for this. And so it's not a huge investment on Jeremiah's part in order to support the community and also grow his business. Right. So you're able, it's everybody wins. Right. Because, if somebody comes and gets those donuts just to support Blake, I'm sure they're going to be a customer for a long time. Right. Because the donuts they're good. Right. And I've said that 1,000 times. Trust me, they're good. I feel like Bubba on the Tom Hanks movie, Forrest Gump, and he's like, you got buffalo shrimp, you got garlic shrimp, you got like talking about all the donuts, but like all their donuts are fantastic. And knowing from having met Jeremiah a few times and things like that, like always like cheerful, like he's kind of big and intimidating, right? So he is the tall guy that you hear, but it's always super friendly when you go in there, and all of his staff have been wonderful every time I've gone in there. And it's great to see that a business especially such a new business in Lynchburg, has such a great heart for the community already.
Well, and you also think about it too. So maybe they're coming in to buy those donuts that support Puzzled, but they're also, maybe they're going to purchase a coffee, or they get a kolache, or they, buy another box for the office. It's different than,
Or buy a box for my office.
Right. So, I'm always one of those, like, when we work with some of our restaurants, like we do our membership trade where they can do it and they do the gift cards. We really do that because we're like, okay, so somebody may get a $10 gift card, but when they come in, they're more than likely going to spend more than $10. But that's getting somebody in your door because they're like, oh, I have this gift card. Let me go see what it's all about. Then you hook them, and then you drag them back, and they keep coming back, and they keep, getting all the things. So that's kind of the point behind it.
Yeah, it just getting out into the community and showing that you support others and things like that, it goes a long way with a lot of people. And then Blake, I think, has like been the personal marketing, like the main influencer for, because you just posted yesterday, didn't you, with donuts?
I did.
In your seat. So
and
he's a big fan.
It's funny. I tell people, who are you going to ask about donuts, a skinny person or a fat person?
That's right. I said earlier they were fat.
I'm a fat person, so believe me, the donuts are good. The kolaches are good.
What's your favorite? So we talked about the different kind of kolaches and things like that, Blake. What's your favorite one?
The sausage and egg one is my favorite.
Okay.
I love it.
What do you think of the ones with like the spicy sausage in it? Because I didn't even know
That's the one I like.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one I like. Yeah. It's just so much different than like regular Southern style sausage. It's more like a Texas sausage, and it is fabulous.
Yeah, Friday at Coffee Talk, I'm going to skip all the bread so that I've got enough room to go get one of those.
Yeah.
Are you rage baiting me? Over
I
here?
am. I am. It's the only reason I show up every week.
Get a kolache.
So
I do. Yeah, I'm excited to try those.
yeah.
So, what's your favorite type of donut, though?
The custard donut's my favorite one.
Okay. Custard.
My grandkids love any of the sprinkles. So that's
Right.
why when we were talking about the puzzle donuts, I'm like, we got to offer some with sprinkles, because the idea is I'm going to try to get some businesses to take them to different places like Impact Autism and VIA and the different places that help the children, try to get them to buy donuts and take it to the schools, and I'm not really concerned about the money that Shipley's going to give us. I'm more concerned about the awareness and telling those kids that there's lots of people that love you. And that's, to me, that's what that donut means. That's showing support for those children. And they know that when they get that donut. So, it's not just eating a donut and it's not us making some money. It's about that awareness that we'll get out there.
Does Shipley have gift cards?
Yes.
Okay. So here's the deal. If you're listening to this and you're like, I don't eat sugar, but I want to support Blake and I want to support Shipley's, go buy Shipley's, buy a gift card. Tell me if we can do this. If we can't, it's fine. Buy a gift card, give it to the staff and say, hey, I want to donate this for Puzzle for them to give away donuts. Can they do that?
Yeah, we can do that.
So if you're like, I can't eat the sugar, I don't want to eat the calories, everybody's still trying to work out for a little bit. Nobody gives up on the gym until like next month, I think. So if you want to do that, go buy a gift card and say, hey, I want to donate this to Puzzle. Right. And make it to where they can take these donuts out and spread love, joy, and sugar.
Yeah.
That should be trademarked or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Love, joy, and sugar.
Because in life, the simplest things like a donut, just giving a child a donut could change their whole day.
Right.
And that's what this is really about. Yeah, we'll make a little bit of money off of it, but I'm not even concerned about that. It's more about making a child smile, making a business feel good, for doing something good. And that's what we can all do, even if it's only $5, $2. It doesn't matter because it all adds up in the end, so that's super important. And Jeremiah supports lots of other charities because that's when we talk, sometimes he'll ask me, hey, what do you think about this charity? Or we like this, who do you recommend? So I a lot of times just give advice of this is a great charity, because there's so many of them in Lynchburg and so many great ones. It's not about us, it's about all of us together as one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I want to just throw a challenge out there and see how many business owners we can get that will donate a gift card. So I'm going to start off. Visit Angels is going to give a $100 gift card.
Wow.
For donuts to go out, right? So that way, you've got some ready to go out.
Right. And I appreciate that. And it means a lot. And, that'll put a lot of smiles on a lot of kids' faces. And that's, at the end of the day, that's all it's about. It's not about the dollars that you raise. Yeah, the dollars make it for we can do things. But just changing a child's life, just something as simple as a donut.
Yep.
It can be a big change.
Yeah. Just showing love. It comes in all forms.
Right. Absolutely.
Round and puzzle pieces.
Right. And I'll also mention if you're looking for, another way to kind of spread the love, go out and buy a box of donuts in the morning and take it by your local school and give it to the teacher's lounge.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of, teachers in the area that could benefit from having a sweet treat in the morning.
Yeah.
So I always think about that too.
And all the schools that take it, my wife is a school teacher at Heritage High School. She teaches children to be nurses, so it's important. Just telling those teachers that they're appreciated means a lot because nobody appreciates them, but they're the future of our children.
Yeah.
Right.
I was hoping that, so the first week of May is Teacher Appreciation Week. So I was kind of like, I was hoping it was in April.
Nothing says
you can
can't
still do it
celebrate early.
I mean, no, you can't. So I'm just saying,
so
go appreciate your teachers.
Right.
Take them some donuts, and then you're killing two birds with one stone. You're supporting autism awareness and celebrating the local
and
system.
Not just donuts, great donuts.
Right.
Yeah.
Now I do have one more question about donuts.
Okay.
So on the boxes it says DO-nuts. Is it donuts or do nuts?
It's supposed to be do nuts.
Do nuts.
But
so that is the right. Okay.
Oh, so Shipley do nuts.
Do nuts.
I like it.
So you just settled a debate that I've had with one of our puzzle board members' daughter, actually. So, because she was like, "Why does it say do nuts?" I'm like, "Because they're do nuts. Like they're donuts." I don't know. So I didn't know if that was a a thing or not. So I'm glad I finally got to ask that question.
And it's funny. She said that a couple times, and I just kind of looked at it and like, oh, it just is what it is.
Right.
Because she's like, I'll take donuts to people all the time. Just, there's so many people that help us, and I appreciate everything that everybody does for us. So, I go to Jeremiah, and I don't ask for free donuts because I don't believe in business and life and friendships. You don't ask your friends for stuff.
Right.
You support your friend by going in there and buying from him or her and supporting that business, then giving it out on your own.
Right.
And I'm just not the person that goes and asks people for everything. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'd rather go support Jeremiah, which he'll tell you I do a lot because I love donuts. I'll get off at work, working 12 hours and, I want a donut. And I'll drive all the way across town to go get donuts there. And I'll pass 5 other places I could get donuts. It's just not the same.
Right. Because we live in just about the same area. And like we both drive past quite a few donut places to get there. So worth the drive every time. So, yeah. Can we get the questions?
Well, I had a question.
Go ahead.
I wanted to ask Jeremiah something. So, like when Blake came and was like able to, talk with you about this, what made you guys want to kind of jump on board with partnering?
Well, I've always tried to get out in the community and do things.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be a school teacher, and that's what I push my students to do. I taught 9th and 10th grade. It was a college prep course, and part of that course was community service. And in fact, the school district that I worked in, you couldn't graduate unless you got over 125 hours of community service.
Oh, I love that.
And so it was.
I like that idea.
Yeah. So other school districts do more, but part of my job was finding those opportunities to get out in the community and help the students get those hours. And so it's always been a passion of mine to get out in the community. And I've had some things happen in my life where I want to help certain organizations. And when Blake came to me, the way he asked it was kind of like, he didn't come in and ask for free donuts or ask for money. He just said, what can we do to help each other? And I really like that. And not only that, what he stands for, what he does, the fact that all the money he gets goes right back out to the community. That's just something that I wanted to jump in on and help and do what I could. And if Shipley's is that window or that door to me getting out in the community and helping the community, then that's really what I want to do. And so I guess the best way to do it is fundraise through donuts,
Right.
And so that's kind of what we're.
It's funny. Last year, it puzzled. Jeremiah was in Texas because that's where he's originally from and his family's from. So the owner came and did the donut contest, and I wasn't sure what to expect, but he was a hoot. And he loved it. He was giving out gift certificates and gift cards and throwing out shirts and hats. So I thought that was really cool that the owner came and was involved with it. And he loved it. He was bidding on stuff at the auction, and I didn't ask him to do any of them things. I just said, come check us out. If it's something you want to be part of with, that's cool. If you don't like it, there's no obligation. You don't have to give us anything. You don't have to do anything. I want you to see what we're about, and then you decide what you want to do. And some people come and it's not their cup of tea, and that's fine. But I'd rather somebody come and not have given us nothing and be disappointed than come that they gave us, $1,000 and disappointed. So I'm pretty lax on people. I let them, just kind of do what they want to do and, check us out. And usually it works out on the good end for us.
Right. I like it.
Yeah.
So we ask every podcast guest the same 2 questions. So first one is, how long have you been part of the CVABC?
For the last 5 years.
Okay. And what is your favorite benefit or part of being part of the Central Virginia Business Coalition?
And I think I've said this multiple times. I'm on boards and different memberships with different things. But one thing that sticks out to me more than anything, one year on a Wednesday before the show, our stage guy backed out on us, and I put it on Facebook. I needed a trailer. So Heather called me and said, what do you need a trailer for? I think I already know. And she connected us with one of her partners. She didn't have to do that. She made no money from it. And we went from a $1,500 trailer to free, so, and she didn't have to do that. And it was literally a couple days before the show. So
I
that
remember
just
that.
that just always will be with me, and that's what the Business Coalition is about. Helping people when they can. And they really do that day to day.
I like it.
Yeah, that was Terman Forest Products. I'll give him a quick shout out.
Yeah, right.
Josh and his crew are awesome to work with. They also donate their stage to us at Centerfest. We put that up in the kids zone, and we've had various different things. We had a puppet show there last year. Use it, which was really cool. But yeah, I think that's. I feel like I always say this, but that's one of the things I love the most about our organization. Just the friendly. I get it all the time where people come in, they're just like, wow, it's so different. It's such a different feel when you're part of this organization. Just the friendliness, the camaraderie, you walk into a room of smiling like faces that are there to support you and may just become your friends after a couple of times meeting them. So I think that's just really important.
Yeah.
And for me, we just turned into being a regular member. To me, myself personally, paying to be a sponsor. I paid out of my pocket because I believe in what y'all do. Just seeing those things, it made me become a sponsor, because I just believed in the things that y'all do. And I'm thankful to have y'all in the community because, again, we all need to work together to make it better.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, we appreciate it too.
I feel like he could do our job for us.
What?
Just like he just goes on and it just sounds great. Like,
it does. Yeah. We'll just Blake, you just
he's
going
to replace us one day.
I mean, it's just the truth. I'm not going to replace y'all because I can't do what y'all do. I'm just telling it, just like it is, the truth.
But you're speaking from the heart because you really believe that. And like talking to you and knowing you, like pretty much everything you do, you speak from the heart. You tell exactly how it is, whether good or bad or whatever. But I've never, but to be fair, I don't think I've ever heard you really say anything bad about anybody. You always look for the positive, and that's one of my favorite things about you. So.
Well, I appreciate that. That means a lot because at days it's difficult. But, like I said, I was led to do this like the rest of y'all. Y'all were led to do this and make a difference in people's lives.
But I want people to realize too, though, what I do and what Mike, I run an organization, but that is my job. What you do with Puzzled, you have you have a full-time job that you
and a full-time
work.
family.
Like, this is not just something that you're doing this purely. I would love to say that I'm just doing this purely out of my heart, and I don't make any money from it, because I do. Let's be honest, it's my job.
You get a paycheck, yeah.
But I still do it. I love it. I work more hours than I should because I love it. But what you do with Puzzled, I feel, is like a completely different vein of like just selflessness and giving and everything. So I just want people to be aware of that. Like, this is not something he's making money off of. He works, you work third shift. You work late.
I work crazy shifts. I work 12-hour rotating shifts for Clorox.
See, no.
So,
I would need to get you some donuts.
Crazy hours, but this is what I was led to do. Clorox is a job. I was led to do the things that Puzzle does. And, some days it's difficult, but I make it work. I have 5 grandchildren with the 6th one on the way. So some days it's trying, but it's worth it because I was led to do this.
Right. And by the way, Clorox, not a sponsor yet. Hope you're listening, Clorox. Thank you. That's all.
That's all. Well, thank you guys so much for both being on the show. We appreciate what y'all are doing. We're excited for this collaboration. We encourage you, again, if you're out there listening, go out and get the gift cards.
It's a sweet deal.
Get a box of donuts or
help it.
kolache or coffee or any of the things that they have there.
Yeah.
And support Puzzled, but also, reach out to Blake and find out if there's a way you can help, whether it's volunteering, getting the word out about the organization, or even as a sponsor of Puzzled itself. We highly encourage you to do that. And you can find more information out about our guest today and how you can participate with them by going to
cvabc.org. Hope you have a great week. We'll see you next Wednesday.